fun to be around.
Oh, but you're funny.
I got the rollie flooded, soaking wet, but ain't I work a plan now? Can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. What you talking that monkey. It about my face, wearing that monkey. Not that. That might give you life advice. Get some money, 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 get some money. It's the paper power pastor, burning rubber faster than a cold NASCAR. My solo knows that I am not a passer. I will not after any of you fever blizzard. I'm the man now, ain't I work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. What you talking that monkey. It about my face, wearing that monkey. Not that. That might give you life advice. Get some money, 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 get some money. Get some money, 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 get some money.
You asked me if I could identify any of the men that my husband trained, and I said I could not, and I still cannot.
Okay. If that's how you want to leave it.
Well, this is your questioning. It's where you want to leave it.
Kurt, listen. I need to explain something.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music.
We need
This straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you. They can't get rid of you.
Oh, he's gonna be so mad. Oh no.
Ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag it, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times I try to collect mines from
Well, I think it means that you're supposed to use this card to tell one joke.
Oh, I don't want to tell a joke about white girl clothes.
complex rhymes, and by the way,
today, it's the National Football League. It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Detroit Lions taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's week 4 and we've got what should be a great one here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions. with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
He's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide open offense, and we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
Throwing to start the drive. Dickinson over the middle to Evans. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Dickinson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, he might be a little jumpy as well. Might throw off his timing.
Yeah, be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Dickinson. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the 1st. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Seahawks send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 97 yards, and a touchdown.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
First carry for Josh Jacobs, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Throwing is Collins on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. Now that play stopped by Drake Jackson. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Dickinson. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
On 1st down, Dickinson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now here's Collins to throw on 2nd down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. The Lions at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. There will be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Back to throw. Collins. He finds his man. Complete. It's Jacobs. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
and they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Jacobs going to try the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. The handoff as they run the counter play. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Collins now off the play fake. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Romeo Doubs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's 1st score here this afternoon. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And for a 2nd straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the 1st half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On the draw, it's Jackson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his new role with this team.
The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Lions will take over. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. And I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 55 rushing yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a give up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Counter play with Jacobs, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Jacobs is into the end zone, a touchdown Lions. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come and have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Looking to throw on second down. Dickinson. And the Seahawks on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Dickinson. That's caught by Jackson. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be a 45-yard punt, couple that with a loss on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. He's in his zone, second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark? And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for Detroit. 54 yards.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, 2 hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with the defender right there. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 97 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half.
We used to work relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Collins. He finds his man complete. That's Young. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Collins on 3rd down. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
To throw on 2nd down, Dickinson. And a catch right side by Evans.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Dickinson. Throw left side, complete. That's Jackson. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. Back to throw again. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Now Collins on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Young. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running it with Jacobs. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a give to Jacobs running right. Shifts past him at the 45. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 113 yards on the ground here for Jacobs, and this is a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Throwing is Collins. Throwing on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Now the try here for the extra point. And it's 17-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent, the blocking's been terrific, and obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Jacobs. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun. Collins. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. Here's Jacobs. To the 36-yard line, stop there. Now a 2nd down and 6. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. The Lions' passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. If you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They'll look to throw again. Buying time to his left. Completed out left to Dubs. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Throwing to start the drive. Dickinson trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And here's Collins, throwing to start the drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Collins now looking to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Eluding the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We start with a couple of longtime adversaries in the NFC. Chicago heading down to AT&T Stadium to take on Dallas. And in the second quarter, it's the Bears who are out in front. Darnell Mooney, a touchdown catch in that first half. From there, let's head to New Jersey. The Jets at home at MetLife Stadium. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Jahan Dotson, a touchdown reception. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And it's the visiting Minnesota Vikings who are out in front. The Vikings looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Taking in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here, so we'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Lions to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. Collins on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Young. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Now Collins, off play action. And that is incomplete, nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
First and 10, it's Pierce. He'll take this to the 46.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 40-yard line. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Dickinson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Dickinson got his man complete over the middle. That's Jackson. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on third down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now a handoff inside, it's Jackson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Dickinson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Dickinson. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Call it a big loss of 10 there. And it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
So out now is the Seattle field goal team. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And his kick is good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Yeah, Detroit back in possession of the football. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing is Collins to throw on second down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Off the play fake, Collins. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ferguson. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And here's Collins on 1st down. Going right back to Ferguson. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Collins now off the play fake. He's got Floyd on left. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A pretty good looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Off play action. Collins. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take back over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Dickinson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Throwing on 1st down. Dickinson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Past the 20. 5.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now.
Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Collins over the middle, complete. It's Pierce. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Operating from the gun. Collins flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Here comes the Lions punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment.
He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the 3rd, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that, and guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 165 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he's got it to about the 40.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. The Lions on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football. And what a nice gain on that play.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 22. Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
Collins throwing on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Pierce. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. Looking to throw. Collins to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Looking to throw on second down. Dickinson, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Dickinson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dickinson, the quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 3rd down, Dickinson, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Lions offense set to take over. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now Collins, off play action. He finds Pierce, it's complete. And he's going to have a Lions 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game,
They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 23. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They run it with Jacobs. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning the Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To throw on 2nd down, Dickinson. It's Jackson again on the reception. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Collins to throw on 3rd down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Well, fans
Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Detroit, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah. Hey, check it, okay, I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylists go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, no, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet from South Carolina to Maryland. I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They try to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch out. I go ballistic and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it's just that Fridays was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, hey boys, we got another one. Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry, hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible.
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My ace boom goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is warm and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They should have crab with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died with bad niggas. With soul food, blowed and stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel, they probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos, knocking those down no bangles. Without a tango, tailor-made, walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a broken key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser, I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring over, we undefeated. What you heard, that's you heard, we eatin', talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad, pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab, pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the band, young Crizzle King, better add extra on the. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam. I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day. I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylists go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, no, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet from South Carolina to Maryland. I take the jet today, I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves, they try to defamate my character, but I won't let them, it's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic and I'm so terrific. Accounts was copacetic, I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it's just that Fridays, we serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, hey boy, you got another one? Ha! Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry, hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright light, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible.
And say somebody is engaged in a mutiny. Yeah. Right? That was something that all Russians.
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the play, John Madden. It's a minute, give it Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the play, John Madden. It's a minute, give it Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that shit. Then it's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, it's a team that I read. Came in as a rookie, now I'm balling like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Then the juke move, Heisman stiff on, lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the play, John Madden. It's a minute, give it Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the play, John Madden. It's a minute, give it Sunday magic. This is not a game, this is not a game. Banging on your chest when I
Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you are, we own it. I'm on a big screen. I took a big swing out of life. I'm doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings like I'm Mike. I got a no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you are, we own it. Ooh, it's trouble in paradise. So let's parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise. But she just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna. The 2023 Madonna. I mean, your honor, I was minding my business until she gave me complete Lamana. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you are, we own it. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares.
Lots of line come up. And that's hundreds in savings a year. When you give back to the other guys.
No, he's not.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can double E, cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Here to make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoodie, keep it duty, boy, I stuff you in like a bully. Like a bully in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. You might want it bad, but I'm sure when it works, I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like a bastard, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here comes the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a war, get it till I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on boards, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor. In the trenches like a war, if they wanna give them more. When I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 4th down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background and they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we can get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they gon' respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who was next. We gon' put the boys to rest like a type of feet of bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, with the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, put these boys up, call me soldiers, soldiers. Flow feeling colder, some call it molar. You don't wanna box me, I'm feeling cocky. Hands stocky, we gon' floppy, face Nazi, talking all hockey. Thinky big poppies and I'll chop them down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me. It's obvious, too sloppy, cheap copy. I'm rocky, leave his eyes on glossy, but in the end zone is where you can spot when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
Pretty and paid. Pretty and paid. Ayy, y'all heard I'm coming. I don't care if I keep up.
see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude battles to Diddy. He only 2 times from the out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. Deep, no ain't no cap in it. I like put a stack in it. I'm bout it. Stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Ain't biting my tongue. I can't be no goofy, no victim to none of my enemies. Like honestly, be sending me talk from a sit there we when I keep to me. My check don't discriminate. Still take deposits if you talking fit to me. I just be having my way. Only come out with a pay till I say. Urge you wanna be. Don't got a whip. Rag on no petty. Look like top with that on your hip. If he ain't gon' rip it up, pocket. Empty the like show me a benefit. Let me dumb it down. Benjamin. On these we not equivalent. Really bad. Looking so innocent. Bossy predicament. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude battles to Diddy. He only 2 times from the out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. Deep, no ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bout it. Stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like it. I see no biggie. Call me Hillary, stay at the bank. Making moves like I'm hot in the tank. I'm gonna keep it, I pop out in black. This bun on my knife, cause I kinda look. He do not cover me. Fake, I can't keep no company. Only the real respect my honest. So watch how you coming in here under me. I'm with it and Rex involved. I they text and calls. Run me that, making no sense at all. They bounce like a basketball. You never coming back. This go super, go dumb. Told that boy you gotta pay for some. I sit on no throne, you ain't taking none. You bragging on past, I make for fun. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on petty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude battles to Diddy. He only 2 times from the out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. Deep, no ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bout it. Stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. I ain't keeping up with what you say on the internet. I ain't keeping up with the news. But I get that daily paper. Stop playing me.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, got power from my head and my feet. Yeah. This colossal, what I say is gospel. I cook this with love, they gon' eat it up and swallow. I don't eat. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the street before I could tweet. I came from them. I turned a mustard seed into a million. In the discussion, had a 10 talk with the higher me. Show me how to run it up. I need all my sheets. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself. Can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling. I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy than it when yeah, crazy than it when yeah. Got power from my head to my feet. Yeah, run up on me, baby, so you gon' see.
I did not chase, I just attract. What you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dancing and wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, mama mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the crap. These love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty and slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping it get peace with his past. The bitty regular that I pack, 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice from my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Turn up vision, block opinions that I could give, but think of us. Duck, jab, hooks in it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth, I'm untouchable. Crazy thing they with me.
Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, got power from my head and my feet.
At my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, good to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. Underground, we thriving. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie. This flex know they ready. See, we were not to ride nobody with. We're the ones who started with it. Translation: Yanni had to buy, Yanni again hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it. That's how you know we lit. Good.
From the dust, big dog, pretty leash. Cause I love in the streets. For my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when we ready, been hit heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they get me. Trouble Joseph on my head of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cutscene, both of my pockets. Me, my DNA and baby for life. But we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them look at the same. Me and them look at the same. All that them know what the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only go for the money bags and I don't really wanna be famous.
Crazy, we at the top and we never gon' stop. Hopping a ghost, I'ma get crazy. I just got off of the jet and I cry. I went in a Humvee a lot. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Shot back, Timber, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Lose you back and I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980 Prezi Rollie, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I throw these swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money, ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the fake mouth rush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on the tour bus, more pour cup. Toast to the winners, throw it up.
Yeah. Lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Yeah. Boss. Yeah. DJ Trouble. Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash on wood. That pain is the back ain't good. Got sense, but they act no good. Shot through the lot of starstruck. Hop in a ride and we took in the truck, couple in the truck and they all. They might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner a nice guy, but no nice guys here. I'm toe tagging, no Bilbo bagging, y'all coming up short. Take a recess. This a heat check. Yeah. Shorty let me quick as a clear with a pre-check. This lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Seen it myself for years. The vision is mine alone. Just leave myself, no peers. Yeah. I don't know who hyping them boys. I'm done giving life for the noise. I give you my life for the source. I don't even write anymore. Yeah. Get it and grow like it's whipping a stove. That break hard like habits. No days off, no Sabbath. No snakes in my yard, no rabbits. Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking a dash on wood. That payment, the back ain't good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan. I could probably take it close for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real. Let's explore the moment. And outside there, agoraphobic. If you see me live, you would know it. Jumping on my do aerobics. By sight, P98. Boss like, we write the checks now. Floss like, we like the flex. Bust down, bust down, bust down. AMG, no bust now. Amiri jeans, SB dubs with a Fiends T, no button down. Respectfully, blasphemy, don't round if you wanna. Round if you wanna. This lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Bossy. the booth and I'm like proof and I don't understand what got into me. Got a couple of truths that I bust out the roof from ready to ride on my enemy. And you rappers just on my identity. And I really know why you ain't feeling me. With Tiffany and they restore my agility. And I'm never rehearsing, I'm making up verses like Swizzy and Timothy. Never provoke with the go cause I want all the smoke, you can call me a chimney. And I really want, but I settle for, I just ain't better than Woodoo P. Aim at your head when I kill a beat. Spaghetti and shells like Italy. Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash on wood. Step pain in the back ain't good. Got sense but they act no good. Instead of say money, this Sudan, I can probably see the hood for a year or two. Stuck between something and a miracle. For real.
Alright, now close your eyes. Think about your wildest dreams. Ready? And you still couldn't do this.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cold. Let's go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the Luna, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's what I school up. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards full of life. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the stars way over the ocean. My living I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late in the night, my time is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shine in the light. I can make an earthquake notice, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm, I bet. I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a rule. Hey, I can make time travel a surprise. Make graveyards full of life. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue. I make the pigs fly. Now I move mountains. I would have beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible.